More celebrities have come forward to expose Lea Michele's problematic behavior on set. Some have gone as far to call her a nightmare. This comes just a week after her former Glee co-star Samantha Marie Ware called her out for being a hypocrite and accused her of racist microaggressions on set. I got the tea, and I'm gonna spill it here for you on IO. What's gravy? This is InformOverload. We do the news, we spill the tea, we top the 10 and eat potato. I'm Charlotte, resident tea spiller and very serious journalist. Very serious. Thank you for checking out another one of our videos, and if you're new here, how you doing? You doing good? You're looking mighty fine today. Subscribe, like, bell, follow on socials. Let's get into it. Buckle up because this is a lengthy one, but all of these experiences are relevant, and as I like to say, where there is smoke, there's fire. That is probably the first time that I have said that, but nevertheless, these aren't just some random people on Twitter, these are huge stars who are putting their careers on the line to take down someone who was unnecessarily unpleasant to work with. And that's putting it lightly, my friends. When egos get a little too inflated, it becomes easy to get carried away with your newfound power. But there comes a time when your diva behavior on set will come back to haunt you, which is exactly what is happening now with Lea Michele. If you haven't seen my last video on this, I recommend you watch that before watching this one. Essentially, when Glee star Lea Michele tweeted in support of George Floyd and Black Lives Matter, her co-star Samantha Ware called her a hypocrite. She went on to accuse Lea of racist microaggressions, making her first television gig a living hell, and threatening to quote in her wig. More of Lea Michele's co-workers joined the roast fest, prompting Lea Michele to release an apology statement to Instagram, but the apology was not enough, and the exposing continues to this day. Alright, in an interview with Variety, Samantha Ware further said that Lea Michele threatened to get her fired because she was goofing around on set. Here's a quote from the interview. "The camera wasn't on us, so it's not like we had to give a full throttle performance, but apparently I was goofing around when the camera wasn't on me, and she took that as me being disrespectful to her. She waited until the scene was over, and she stopped in the middle of the stage and did a come here gesture like how a mother does to their child. I said no, and that's when she decided to threaten my job and said she would call Ryan Murphy in to come and fire me. It's scary. For the full week, I was thinking I'm probably gonna get an email and I might not be able to do the last 3 episodes, or I might not be able to sing another song. When I tried to speak up for myself, she told me to shut my mouth. She said I don't deserve to have that job." Giante Godluck, star of the Netflix show Daybreak, added to this thread, and she said, "Did somebody say cockroaches? Because that's what she used to refer to the background actors on the set of Glee as. But we grow up and we don't stay background actors forever, so..." Yes, girl! Say it louder for the people in the back! Okay, that's what I'm saying. Gotta be careful about how you treat people on set because you know that background extra can end up being your boss one day. Giante Godluck also confirmed in a tweet that said, "Remember that time she asked her makeup lady why a background guy was standing so close to her? Mind you, he was still like 6 feet away from her." And Giante responds, "Yo, I do remember that." Another actor who appeared on a 2014 episode of Glee said that Lea Michele told him he didn't belong at the table. He tweeted, "Girl, you wouldn't let me sit at the table with the other cast members because I didn't belong there. You, Lea." Ooh. I'm just getting started, it's not over yet, we're only halfway through the video, guys. Drag Race contestant William Belly tweeted this: "Lea treated me so subhuman, I left the set of Glee, past the popcorn." Gerard Canonico, who is a Broadway star that worked with Lea Michele on the Broadway show Spring Awakening, said that Lea Michele was the star and Gerard was an understudy. His original comment on Lea's Instagram post was deleted, but in a subsequent comment he wrote, "Seems to have been deleted, so I'll try again. You were nothing but a nightmare to me and fellow understudied cast members. You made us feel like we didn't belong there. I tried for years to be nice to you to no avail. Maybe actually apologize instead of placing the blame on how others perceive you. You'll probably just delete this though." And then there's Heather Morris. Here's a photo of her and Lea Michele together on Glee. She also posted the statement to Twitter that cautioned people not to be so quick as to accuse Lea of being a racist. "Let me be very clear, hate is a disease in America that we are trying to cure, so I would never wish for hate to be spread to anyone else. With that said, was she unpleasant to work with? Very much so. For Lea to treat others with the disrespect that she did for as long as she did, I believe she should be called out. And yes, it's also on us because we let it go on for so long without speaking out. It's something we're learning along with the rest of society. But at the current moment, it's implied that she's a racist, and although I can't comment on her beliefs, I think we're assuming, and you know what happens when we all assume." And the last person that I'm gonna finish up this tea video with was someone who played Lea Michele's best friend on Glee, Naya Rivera. Naya actually wrote about their off-screen feud in a memoir called Sorry Not Sorry: Dreams, Mistakes, and Growing Up. In the memoir she wrote, As the show progressed though, that friendship started to break down, especially as Santana moved from a background character to one with bigger plot lines and more screen time. I think Rachel, Lea, didn't like sharing the spotlight. Rivera continued, Lea was a lot more sensitive though, and it seemed like she blamed me for anything and everything that went wrong. If I complained about anyone or anything, she assumed that I was bitching about her. Soon she started to ignore me, and eventually it got to the point where she didn't say a word to me for all of season 6. Anyways guys, just to wrap things up here, as someone who does have experience on set, I can tell you that it is an absolute privilege to be there, to be chosen and cast out of hundreds if not thousands of other people. It is supposed to be one of the funnest jobs in the world, and there are a few things in my life that have been more fulfilling than being on set. To go and then turn that life-changing experience into a horrific experience and make your coworkers question a life in the entertainment industry after all the hard work they put in to get there is terrible. If Lea Michele is who all her coworkers say she is, then she does need to be held accountable. That is my 2 cents. Tell me yours down in the comments. For now, I'm gonna quickly wrap this one up with some comment features from my first Lea Michele video. Cuteness Queen said, so she's Rachel Berry in Glee in real life. I guess she is. I mean, there's probably a reason why she was cast as Rachel Berry. Probably because she is Rachel Berry. Simone Louise said, yes, 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 glad this is all out. Still don't understand why Nia was treated so badly for exposing her. I feel like the timing is finally right. Like it makes more sense when there's multiple people coming out with the same accusations. But yeah, if you're the first person to say something and expose someone, you usually are denied or trolled or I've definitely been there. I've been the person that has broken the story, and I get met with criticism. Christy said, okay, so how does someone like Lea remain employed? Did anyone notify anyone higher up about her? Did they just ignore the complaints? Why was she able to continue with this attitude? Unfortunately, Lea Michele probably wielded a lot of power as the star of the show. She was under contract, and contracts are very difficult to break, especially considering people came to the show for her. I think Hollywood tolerates a lot of divas because they bring in money, but hopefully this experience will not only change things for Lea Michele and teach her a lesson in how to treat other people, but also other people who think it's okay to behave like her. That is it for me. Thanks for watching. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to our channel if you want more, and I will see you guys next time.